I'll play it. I'll play it. So these people,
yeah, that.
So these are,
I would just ask,
these are all former FBI people. Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Some of them are former.
I owe that to you. I owe that to you. Yeah, I owe that to you. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
Awesome.
Experts versus Keith.
I worked in the FBI for about 10 years. It is clear that the photos in this case were planted there.
This is the most serious.
How did they get the photos to examine? Because there's apparently child pornography on the photos. It seems kind of like a hot potato. And
let's just
very,
finish.
And I hesitate to call pictures of child pornography a hot potato. You know what I mean?
They're not looking at. No one's looking at pictures of child porn. They're looking at
metadata.
The files, the file data.
Right, the metadata. Okay, got it.
Tampering with evidence that I've ever seen.
It's inescapable that the FBI proactively created fake evidence.
Data changed while I was in FBI custody. It was modified. It was altered.
In 25 years of digital forensic investigations,
Zach, can you turn it down?
The amount of technical ability and premeditation to perform this fraud in the case against Mr. Ranieri, I've never seen anything like that.
In my 20 years experience with the FBI, I have never seen data manipulation, evidence tampering, anything like this on this scale.
When I first read the papers that Mr. Ranieri presented on tampering, I was shocked.
I've never seen an instance where the system threw away its credibility purely for the purpose of convicting a defendant.
If it could happen to a person who is educated, who is white, who has the complexion for acceptance, as I would say, none of us are safe.
There's no need to fabricate evidence for a guilty man. The fact that they fabricated evidence here, and to the degree that they did, shocks the conscience.
If this alleged FBI malfeasance turns out to be true, as our experts say it is, then this is really historic. This is really an attempt to frame somebody based on manipulation of data. That's just unacceptable in an American court and in the American legal system.
I'm the former United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Arkansas. In the face of this alarming evidence, there's really no excuse for the court or for the prosecutor to hide behind procedural delays and waiting to get to the bottom of this. They should take immediate action, and if they can't or they won't, the United States Attorney General should appoint an independent prosecutor. If an independent investigation determines that this tampering occurred, there must be accountability. People have to be criminally prosecuted. This is very serious.
Okay. Shortly after Mr. Ranieri's legal team first exposed this corruption, the government retaliated.
Yeah, I mean, what I know that you were playing the music, which was unfortunate, and making the jokes. You know, these are people, whether or not, again, whether you hate Keith Raniere or whatever you think about NXIVM, you know, these are very people that have served our country. Those are 4 FBI agents, other distinguished experts. There's also a former U.S. prosecutor. You know, again, if you don't want to hear that,
I do.
Agree,
you know what?
Okay.
Here's what I just want to. I'm going to give
what
you
I
the.
would say is
here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. Wait, I'm serious. I want to give you the platform. I'm just going to step away because, listen, obviously we've been doing some goofs here, and I feel I owe it to you. I'm going to step away. I'm going to sit right here and listen, but I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm just going to let you say your thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All I'll say is, first, thank you again for you know, allowing me to come on. I didn't appreciate sort of the way it went. But even with that, what I'm talking about today and the video that you saw with these experts, these are serious, serious things that we're talking about. I think that's.
What's wrong? What happened?
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Do you want to give a closing statement or anything?
No, I think that they're just putting things on the screen.
Oh, it's just no. That helps people's attention span because it's a little boring, so it's a little dense. So sometimes we put Kinetic Sand or Subway Surfer, it makes it easier to listen.
Gotcha. Thank
Hey,
you for
did
having
you
me
see
on
this
today,
photo
guys.
of you guys, of the three amigos? Did you? I'm with you, by the way. ACAB, brother. For my voice. You don't know how to turn off Zoom. You're trying, but you can't get away. How do you get out of this? You're trapped.
No, there's no trouble. Well, again, nice to meet you, Ethan. And
Yeah,
thanks for having me on
I'm
today.
sorry. I'm sorry to put you all through that. Ultimately, you are the victim, and I hope Ramirez dies in prison. I really do. I really do. But one day you're going to be free of this, and I'll be there to help you. I'm so sorry. This is Keith's fault that you went through this. It really is, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks
sorry.
for having me on today.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. All right, take care.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Thank you. Oh God.